Hey everyone, it's your boy Adler Tag. Welcome back to the channel, your home for all things DCS, helicopters, and rotorhead madness. Today, we're diving into two of the absolute best helicopter mods for beginner pilots in DCS World. And they are the nimble UH-60A Cayuse and the battle-tested UH-60L Black Hawk. Whether you're just getting started or looking for the best introduction to rotary wing flight, these two birds offer the perfect balance of realism, accessibility, and fun. So, let's get into it. Now, first, let's talk about why we're even talking mods. DCS has some phenomenal official modules, there's no doubt about that. But for new players, the price tags can be steep, and the learning curves even steeper. That's where community mods come in. They're free, well supported, and often give you 80% of the experience at 0% of the cost. The UH-6A and the UH-60L are two standout examples, and the best part, both are maintained by passionate teams who care about realism and usability. Let's start with the UH-6A Cayuse, also lovingly known as the Loach. This little bird was born to hug treetops. Originally used in Vietnam for scout missions, the UH-6A is fast, agile, and hard to hit. In DCS, it plays exactly the same way. Why is it great for beginners? Well, first off, it's lightweight, simple, and incredibly forgiving. The controls are responsive, but not overly twitchy, and I stress overly twitchy there. There are no complicated autopilot systems, no glass cockpits, no overwhelming MFDs, just a stick, a throttle, and a mission. You can fly low, nap of the earth, and really feel what it's like to handle a helicopter without needing to be a certified flight instructor. It also makes for a great trainer to learn coordinated flight, pedal inputs, and throttle control. Plus, with its historical Vietnam-era aesthetic, the UH-6A opens up some awesome mission possibilities. Think recon, light attack, or even multiplayer scout roles with your buddies flying Hueys or maybe Cobras. Visually, the mod looks fantastic. Cockpit detail is clean and readable, and while it's not as flashy as modern modules, it nails the vibe. And performance-wise, it runs like a dream, even on mid-tier systems. In short, the UH-6A teaches you how to fly, not just how to push buttons. One of the things you'll learn real quick flying with the UH-6A is understanding the concept of torque and torque management using your anti-torque pedals or rudder pedals. The UH-6A excels at this because it's got a very realistic flight model that handles the torque on such a light framed helicopter. So just keep that in mind. Next up is the mighty UH-60L Black Hawk. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, a Black Hawk as a beginner helicopter? Absolutely, and here's why. This isn't the full-on UH-60M or some bleeding-edge tech demo. The UH-60L mod, made by the Black Hawk mod team, strikes the perfect balance between realism and accessibility. You get a modern cockpit with analog instruments and basic navigation capabilities, without the overwhelm of the Apache's full weapons system or the KA-50's flight computer quirks. More importantly, the UH-60L has power to spare. Over-torquing isn't a major issue, and the flight model is stable and somewhat forgiving. It's big, but it's not clumsy. You can practice approaches, hover work, sling loading, troop insertion, and it won't punish you every time you sneeze on the collective. It also has room for growth. You can start with basic transport flights or medevac missions, and eventually move into hot drops or even light casseroles once you're more comfortable. And maybe, one day, we'll even get fast roping. And did I mention multiplayer? The UH-60L is a beast in co-op missions. Load up with troops, assign roles to each member of your flight, and you've got the backbone for a tactical heli mission. You learn to fly and to function as a team. It's basically your gateway drug for more advanced rotary-wing gameplay. Both the UH-6A and UH-60L have another big thing going for them. amazing community support. The OH-6A's helicopter enthusiast mod team keep it updated and community tested. The UH-60L, meanwhile, is constantly improving with input from real pilots and experienced modders. Installation is easy too. Just drop the files into your saved games/mods/aircraft folder. Restart DCS and boom, you're in. No DRM, no paywall, no nonsense. And yes, they work great with free maps like Caucasus and the World War II Marianas, or mission packs you build yourself. By flying these two mods, you're not just messing around, you're laying the groundwork for everything else in DCS helicopters. With the OH-6A, you'll learn the core mechanics: hover control, pedal use, quick maneuvers, and terrain masking. With the UH-60L, you move into mission execution, LZ selection, sling loading, low-level navigation, and troop deployment. Both birds give you a rock-solid foundation that transfers directly to full-on modules like the Huey, Apache, or Mi-24. You're building skill and muscle memory without having to read a 300-page manual. So, let's bring it home. If you're new to DCS and looking to get into helicopters, you can skip the frustration and the expense and start with the OH-6A Cayuse and the UH-60L Black Hawk. They're free, they're fantastic, and they'll teach you more about helicopter flight than a dozen YouTube tutorials ever could. And that's coming from a guy who makes YouTube videos. So, there you have it. Let me know in the comments which mod you started with, or if there's another beginner-friendly helicopter you'd recommend. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and rotor up for more DCS content. Until next time, this is AdlerTag saying, wheels up, stay safe, and I will see you on the deck.